السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم إلى حلقة الفقه. اليوم إن شاء الله سندرس سجود السهو أي سجود القبل وبعد إن شاء الله. You're welcome to our lesson today, the fiqh class, jurisprudence of Islam. We are going to discuss about sujood sahwi, the forgetfulness on salat. As a Muslim, you are obliged to observe your 5 daily salat. And as a Muslim, you're obliged to search the knowledge of how you are going to observe your salat, because in Allah, indeed Almighty Allah does not want your money, does not want anything, but He needs that salat. That is why you are created, to come and worship Him. If you perform the salat wrongly, Allah will not accept it. So you have to perform the salat perfectly for your salat to be accepted by Allah. Indeed, salat, which are the compulsory obligatory salat, are 5. The daily salat for Muslims are 5. We have Fajr, Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib and Isha. The Fajr prayer is observed in early down in the morning, while the Zuhr prayer is observed when the sun gets to the horizontal point, and the Asr prayer is observed when your shadow is exactly as you, and the Maghrib when the sun sets, and the Isha when you cannot see anything and the day is dark. Salat, the first salat that was observed in Islam after Prophet Muhammad was inspirited, Allah inspirited salat to him, it was Salat al-Dhuhr. And it was Jibreel that was teaching Prophet Muhammad, and Prophet Muhammad was following his steps. And he says, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli, pray the way you see me, I pray. And indeed, Allah said in the last verse of Surah Al-Baqarah that رَبَّنَا لَا تُؤَاخِذْنَا إِن نَّسِينَا أَوْ أَخْطَأْنَا. O Allah, do not hold us ransomly on what we mistakenly do or what we forgot. In this, there are some things that we observe in Salat that we forgot. So there is what we call sujood sahwi in fiqh. So it is rampant between the Muslims. It is called Qobliy and Bahdiy. What is Qobliy and what is Bahdiy? Qobliy, it is that you see which you do before you do your salam.
تحيات لله أزكيات لله طيبة صلوات الله السلام عليك يا النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته والسلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر تحيات الله طيبة صلوات الله السلام عليك يا النبي وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
And Ba'di, it is that you see that you do after salam.
التحيات لله زكيات الله طيبات صلوات الله السلام عليك يا النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته والسلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر تحيات الله زكيات الله طيبة صلوات الله السلام عليكم يا نبي ورحمة الله وبركاته السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم.
As you can see in the video. And now inshallah, what are the things that will lead to Qobliy or that will lead to Bahdiy? As a Muslim, you have to put this in your brain and memorize them perfectly. Do not say because you are not a Malam, you don't need to know them. You are obliged to know them because this is between you and Allah. So what basic things you need to know is part of this. One, as a Muslim, when you want to observe your salat, you must recite Surah Al-Fatiha. If you do not know any other surah, no problem. But number one is recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha. In the absence of recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha, then you have reduced the salat. So Qobliy is reducing, minus, while Bahdiy is addition. Qobliy is reducing, while Bahdiy is addition. So now, salat is complete. For you to remove any of these 8 things from your salat, you have reduced. Then if you added any other thing, then you have add. So there are some emphatic sunnah that you have to perform when you want to observe your salat, and there is obliged part of salat. We have the emphatic sunnah and we have the fara'id part. That is the obligatory part of salat. So all the emphatic sunnah and the obligatory parts which leads you to Qobliy and Bahdiy are 8. Number 1, recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha. MashaAllah. Then the second one is Qira'atul Jahra. Qira'atu Jahra. When the salat that you ought to recite loudly, you should recite it loudly. If you recite it gently, you have minused. That means Salatul Maghrib, Isha and Fajr, you have to recite loudly. But if you recite gently, you have minus the salat. For that, you are entitled to what? Qobliy. If you do not recite Surah Al-Fatiha, you have to do Qobliy. The third one is recitation gently. In Salatul Dhuhr and Asr, you have to recite gently. When you are reciting, you now recite loudly. You have added. You are going to do Bahdiy. Now, number 4, takbiratu duna ihram. After you want to perform your salat, you are going to do the takbir that will, the starting takbir that will let you understand, or that will let anyone to understand that you have started observing your salat, which is after bringing your niyyah, you say Allahu Akbar. The first takbir is called takbiratu ihram. After that, there are other takbir. For instance, you want to prostrate, Allahu Akbar. Sami Allahu liman hamda, Rabbana wa lakal hamd, hamdan kathiran tayyiban mubarakan fi, Allahu Akbar. The Allahu Akbar, you do not do them. For that, you have minused. For you to minus, you are going to do Qobliy. Now, at-tahmid. The tahmid is the dua that you say when you are observing salat. Allahu Akbar, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Sami Allah liman hamda, Rabbana wa lakal hamd. Now there is a prayer, the Rabbana wa lakal hamd, hamdan kathiran tayyiban mubarakan fi. All this tahmid, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, Rabbil Ghfirli. On salat, you did not do them. You have minused the salat. For that, you are going to do Qobliy. Minus is Qobliy. And addition is what? Bahdiy. It is very bad to minus salat. Now, the sixth one is at-tashahhud al-awwal. The at-tahiyyatu lillah, az-zakiyatu lillah, you recite. The first sitting, you did not do them. You did not do it. When you are about to sit, you stand up, which means you have missed the tashahhud. For you to stand up, you have reduced, you have minus. For you to minus is Qobliy. The seventh one is you have to sit down and do tashahhud. You cannot stand up and do, as you are standing now, you can't do that. It's not accepted. Then the last one is the at-tashahhud, at-tahiyyatu lillah, that you have to say before you do your salam. So at the last one, you are about to do at-tahiyyatu lillah, az-zakiyatu lillah, tayyibatu. Instead of you to do it, you stand up again for 5th raka'ah, if it is Zuhr or Asr, or for 4th raka'ah, if it is Maghrib, you stand up. For you to stand up, if you are standing up and you have not straight up, the Jama'ah now says, Subhanallah, you will go back. After going back, you do your tashahhud. But mind you, you have already minused. For minusing, you have to do what? Qobliy. So, addition, apart from all these things, apart from the things, the normal thing that you have to do in salat, it is what? Bahdiy. As you can see in the video, what the meaning of Bahdiy is and what is the meaning of Qobliy. Insha'Allah, we are going to continue from where we stop in our next class. Assalamu alaikum, ma'assalam wa ila al-liqa.